Hey friends, we have War of Three Kingdoms that has started, and there are quite a few heroes that have got costumes. I haven't looked at them, spoken about them because it's irrelevant. And let's see why I think so. So, the latest fellow to get a costume is Guan Yu. So, what is his costume? This is his original, and this is his costume. It's just a small color change. So, what has changed? This has changed. Massive stats boost. Period. So it's basically the same hero, and the costume is a way of the game saying pay more, get the costume, and you get a stats boost to your old hero. Now, why the fuck would anybody take this hero when one can pull these fellows? Simple as that. So now it's a rinse, repeat of the same old heroes with this part 35, 35, 45, 5. Now that's a massive costume stats boost that you have. It changes the whole picture of all these heroes in terms of their stats. Now let's look at what is there. Of course, this was added unstoppable minions. Resistance against minion removal can't be prevented from receiving minions, and minion attack and abilities can't be disabled. Okay. So let's look at Green Dragon Infernal Blade. Deals 400% damage to the target and nearby enemies. This used to be 390 earlier. Damage bypasses target's minions. That was there too. Target and nearby minions get minus 30% defense and further minus 5% decrease for each minion owned by enemies for 4 turns, going up to minus 65 defense. This effect can't be cleansed. This was, starting was minus 25, going up further by minus 3, capping up to minus 70, and effect cannot be cleansed. Basically the same hero. Only reason for the costume is this. That's it. Let's look at another fellow. He's there. This was the original hero, Chow Chow. 330 became 320 over here. Damage to all enemies. Wei Soldier Minion had 20% HP and 25 attack. It became 42% HP and 42% attack. So that was extremely beefed. And each ally getting it is huge. Then each hit from Dispels buff is excuse me, is the same. Each hit from the Wei Soldier Minion dispels all dispellable buffs from the target. That is the same, and all allies get plus 40% defense for 5 turns. It used to be plus 30%. So basically the same hero. This is what has been added on. That's it. And in this guy's case, slow speed fellow, the minion has been really beefed up. So double the HP and attack almost of the earlier version. So what happened in her case? 35% health, lackey minion has been beefed up, and the heal is 33%. So this beefed up minion is the pain these days. Rest of the stuff is the same. Stealing part, and of course this. So she just got massive stats for it. Who else has got costume? You'll notice that basically they all are the same. There's nothing changed. Yeah. So within this mix, if this guy's costume is also going to come, you can see the stats. Now when he arrived, it was painful. But look at his stats. 844, 797, 15, 53. Okay, this was high for that particular time, which was I think 2 years back. But this is what 4 stars come now. Epic heroes come with this stat. So very soon, under this is going to be the costume icon, and this will go up to 1100 and 1000. This will become 1100, this will become 1000 with 35% each. That's how it's going to proceed. Look at him. She was offered, you can see, 797, 832. Insane. Xiao Jin had come and ruled. To an extent, he even runs the show with good amount of buffs. But single impact one, impact, and subsequently impact all hero. Look at his. He came about a year back, maybe 15 months back, 12 to 15 months. And even his stats have gone old and useless. So yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to talk about. It's basically the same old thing over here also. When you look at it, he's basically the same. The minions have been beefed up in this guy's case, double. So wherever there is a minion, there's a massive beef up that happened. I have faced him with my team, which is fairly old, is getting old. It's at least 6 months, 6 to 9 months old team. I don't have many of the latest heroes, which I have stopped since going free to play. Maybe even taking baby steps towards retiring from this game, because the way I'm seeing, there's nothing exciting the game has. So I haven't faced anything, and this guy, Arco, makes a mincemeat of him, so totally makes it useless. He's slow speed. If he was average speed, there would have been a little bit of a problem, but then still a minion remover and Arco would deal with him as a combo very well. So that's that. She used to be extremely powerful. She still is painful, but not so much. And look at her stats. She was maybe a year or even a little less than that. That's how the stats are. Close by to the current, not too far from the current ones, but still clearly 100 numbers below. And extremely powerful special. So yeah, she might still be useful for a pull to quite a few who are aiming to get her, but nah. As I have blocked my summons, I'm realizing it's not so great or worth it, because they're all the same heroes. They're just same heroes. This is the same special I'm gonna get with higher stats via costume. So yeah, I wanted to have a word on this particular one, which is about caution. If you have to pull, then what has happened is all the portals have got large chunk of old heroes in them, which means you'll get stuck whether you go to this particular portal. The 3 that are shown as featured are just featured. You'll end up getting this guy. 745, 780, and slow speed, outdated stats. So the same is the situation over here. Okay, the featured ones are the current ones, but you will end up picking up some. But then these guys still have some powerful specials. So I would still, if I have to pull, I would skip this portal very clearly. But then it's a personal choice. I'm not telling what you should or should not do, but what I would do if I'm pulling, and I would go to this. Of course, it's going to be the issue of percentage. And let's look here. It's basically the same. So that's my quick Three Kingdoms conversation. Good luck for the Three Kingdoms war, and see you in the next video. Cheers.